Long before Charles Xavier was in a wheelchair and Magneto was a slightly cranky old man, the enigmatic figureheads of the X-Men movies were strapping young men coming to terms with being mutants. And if you've ever wondered how the X-Men started, now's your chance. First Class is the prequel to the movie franchise and stars James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. Michael takes on the role of troubled Magneto and says it was a joy to work with James.
I was very happy to hear that James was cast as Charles, because I knew that in James there's a very intelligent, thoughtful, practical actor, from what I could gather. And so, you know, the two of us just really sort of got to work and just really sort of set about getting that relationship as tight as possible and as effective as possible.
My name's Sebastian Shaw.
Kevin Bacon stars as the uber baddie Sebastian Shaw. He's the man who discovered Magneto's mutant power, and we couldn't resist a chat with the star of Footloose.
Because you are so well known and you have this kind of iconic status, I can imagine that on the first day of shooting, all these young up-and-coming actors were quite in awe of doing scenes with you or just hanging around on set with you. Do you kind of feel a responsibility to make other actors feel relaxed and chilled out and just kind of like your equals, I guess?
I do. I think that's the only way to really get the scene going, you know. I didn't really notice if they were, you know, feeling that way, but I think that we all have to be on the same level, whether it's you know, an 80-year-old man or an 8-year-old girl. I mean, you have to be together as colleagues, trying to play the play and play the scene, and so I don't, you know, I don't, you know, put myself in any kind of different categories of people I'm working with ever.
And Kevin certainly had a lot to keep him busy. Through the movie, he has to speak various languages, something he wasn't expecting.
After we had finished the German, the director, you know, kind of pulled me aside and said, you know, there's a scene with you and the Russian general. How do you feel about going Russian on that one? I was like, okay, here we go. Thank God the German's over, time to speak Russian.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter Zoe plays feisty Angel, and she says her flying superpower was slightly cumbersome.
They kind of put you on 4 different wires and they just kind of zoom you where you want, and you kind of have to learn how to manipulate your body in the air. It's really fun. It's kind of like a roller coaster, besides the fact that it hurts.
The thing that would have scared me was all that amount of legs out.
Yes.
Were you caning it at the gym before you started filming?
Yes, I was. I'm not the most, like, I don't wear very tight clothes. I'm kind of a tomboy in that way. So, yeah, you know, when I heard I was playing a go-go dancer and would be wearing tight leather and bikinis, I was in the gym every day.
That's the cast of X-Men First Class talking about the movie, which is out now. I'm Louise Hulland with Entertainment News. First for Showbiz.